All right, welcome back. Hope you had a chance to look at some answers on the starter today. I'm just going to read through those one more time for you. I want to know if that first one, Mg plus 2Cl, is correct in producing 3 MgCl3. I want to know what a synthesis reaction is and identify some diatomics. I want to know what the correct reaction would actually look like between sodium and oxygen, and also predict the product and balance the reaction between potassium and oxygen. So to go over some answers on this, I'm going to switch over to my iPad so that you can kind of follow along with me. There we go. All right. Make that a little bit bigger there. All right, so the first question, I wanted to know about magnesium plus chlorine. So in this process, and we'll go through this one more time, but I always want to write my reactants. I always put a plus sign in, leave a finger space around those so that you have lots of space. Magnesium plus chlorine, then I'm going to write the arrow. I'm just going to write the product. I'm not going to be too worried about numbers at this point. Magnesium comes first and chlorine second. All right, so I wrote the product. Third step, check for diatomics. Okay, so the chlorine over here, it's traveling with a friend, so it doesn't need a little 2 after it. But this one's alone. It's got to have a 2 after it. Make sure you always include that diatomics. That was step 3. Step 4 is balance the product. So magnesium plus 2, chlorine minus 1. Switch the numbers and it should be MgCl2. That was step 4. And then step 5, I need to balance the whole reaction. And so in this case, it's already balanced. So it just looks like that. 1 Mg plus 1 Cl2 is 1 MgCl2. All right, number 2, I want to know what synthesis is. And synthesis has one product. That's it. That's how you know it. Because you have 2 or more things that are reactants and only one product. Number 3, I want to know what the diatomics are. Well, there's 7 diatomics. They are starting with element 7, N2, O2, F2, Cl2, Br2, I2, and then don't forget about hydrogen. That's 7 of them. And so I gave you carbon. Carbon is not it, but fluorine was one of them, and chlorine was one of them. So that was 2 of the 3 were actually diatomic. All right, number 4. We got some more predictions to do. So number 4, I gave you sodium plus oxygen. And I want to know something about a product. There's some crazy looking numbers there, like Na7O5. I'll write those in just for now. They're wrong. So we've written the reactants, sodium and oxygen. We've written the products. I'm going to erase those numbers there because they're not right. We'll come back to that in a moment. So step 2 was write the product. We did, Na and O. All right, step 3, check for diatomics. So once again, this oxygen traveling with a friend, no 2 needed. This one on the other side though, traveling alone, it's got to have a 2 behind it. Step number 4, we want to balance our product. Sodium plus 1, oxide minus 2. Switch the numbers and it becomes Na2O. That is the correct balanced molecular formula. Now we can come in and balance the entire expression. So we're going to need a 2 over here. That gives us 2 oxygens on the right, 2 on the left. But we have 4 sodiums, so I'm going to put a 4 over there and now it's balanced, 4, 1, and 2. And our last one of the starter today, potassium plus oxygen. Another oxygen one. This time I gave you that it's diatomic, but I didn't give you the product. Writing products, all that you have to do is remember, put the two together, start with the one that's furthest to the left in the periodic table. Don't worry about the numbers for right now. We'll get to it. So K and O. So step 1 was write the reactant. Step 2, write the product. Step 3, check for diatomics. This one, with a friend, doesn't need a 2. The other one, yep, it's got a 2 because the oxygen's by itself. Step 4, we've got to check for the product. Oxygen minus 2, potassium plus 1. So it's going to look like that, K2O, potassium oxide. And the last step, step 5, is to balance this. We've only got one oxygen on the right side, and so we're going to need a 2 right here. And the numbers are going to look just like the one before it. 4, 1, and 2 are the coefficients. So, hope you did well on that. Go ahead and submit that, hit the big green check, and I'll be submitting comments to you. I submit a lot of comments now verbally, so tune back in and see what I said to you.